Good afternoon and happy Easter. This is I don't know how long it's going to end up being, probably about 30 to 40 minutes of chair yoga. And we will be getting up out of the chair, and I'll try my best to show modifications for whether you want to stay in the chair the whole time or we will do some standing postures as well. So coming to you on Easter Sunday, April 12th, from my finished basement studio. This is Maggie. This practice is dedicated to my mom and my mother-in-law, as well as my sister-in-law. So Pat Ift, Ann Varnado, and Suzanne Weckerly. Making this video specifically for you today, but anybody who is interested in maybe stretching, if you are been doing a lot of sitting a lot and can't necessarily get up and go for a walk, but maybe you could take a moment to stretch out. This could be a nice practice for you. Also, if you're rehabbing, need to be a little bit gentler, like I am. You'll notice I don't have my brace on today. I'm allowed to take it off for little bits and pieces. So I'm going to try this practice today without the brace, so it's really nice to have the chair as a support. So that's it. So all you need is a chair. You don't need a yoga mat. Get into some comfy clothes. I have a block nearby. You don't need a yoga block, just a chair. If you have a mat, to give your chair some sturdiness underneath it so it doesn't slip, that might be nice as well. So we'll start sitting back in the chair nice and comfortably, and lean back just ever so slightly into the chair so you're sitting comfortably. If your feet aren't touching the ground when you're in the back of the chair, when your back is against the high back of the chair, you could take a pillow or something to lift the ground up a little closer. This is where a yoga block might come in handy if you have shorter legs, something like that. But you want to be able to feel everything pressing downward. We're going to get nice and grounded. Good. Leaning back into the chair, working on posture, pulling the belly button back. We're going to do some breathing exercises from different postures today. And as you know, during coronavirus time, breathing has become really important, right? We want to be able to have the ability to breathe and keep our lungs nice and healthy. So we're going to take a comfortable seat, relax the shoulders down, and to start, I'm just going to do a breathing exercise for 5 breaths. And the sequence, the timing of it is this. First, relax the hands, and they can be palms down. If it feels more comfortable to turn the palms up, you can. Close your eyes. Start to feel settled in the chair. Feel the weight of your body supported by the chair. Feel your feet pressing down gently into the ground, but grounded, so that you notice the connection of your foot against the floor. Pull your shoulder blades back so that you can feel them pressing into the back of the chair. So instead of rounding forward, pull the shoulders back. Relax the muscles of your eyes, of your jaw, of your forehead. See if you can notice where your earlobes are pointing. If they're pointing a little ahead of the shoulder, see if you can just gently draw the back of your head towards the back, taking the earlobes right over the shoulders. Crown of the head is nice and high. Good. And here's the breath pattern. You're going to inhale for a count of 5. Hold at the top. And then exhale for a count of 5. Inhale for a count of 5. Hold. Exhale for 5. Good. And continue that pattern 3 more times. Inhaling, filling up up the lungs, holding at the top, feeling the lungs, strengthening the lungs, and then exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Slowly, all of the air comes out. Here's the last one. Inhale for 5. Hold at the top. And exhale slowly for a count of maybe 6 or 7 this time. Just really slowly letting the air out. Good. And you can practice. You can flutter open the eyes. You can practice that sequence anytime. That holding, really inflating the lungs, holding at the top, and then letting the air out slowly. If you end up, hopefully nobody who's watching this will end up getting sick, but if you do, that's a great breathing exercise. You can use it anytime. When you have a cold or feeling congested, maybe seasonal allergies are affecting your breathing, really exercising the lungs can be helpful. All right. Let's take the hands, shake them out. Shake the shoulders. Good. Come to just a comfortable seat. I'm no longer pressing into the back of the chair. I'm sitting up nice and tall. Stretch the fingers down towards the floor. Shoulder is down. You've been doing a lot of texting, a lot of work on the computer. Nice stretch for the forearm and wrist. Take it to the other side. The shoulder goes down as the fingers go down. Just a gentle press using the other hand. Good. And then turn so the tops of your hands are facing forward. And a gentle push in. You can open and close the fingers. And on the other side. Good. Roll the wrists a few times, making little fists. Good. Then open and close the fingers, making little circles. Nice. Bring the hands to rest. Shake them out. Nice shake up and down, side to side. And then hands relax. Hands relax. Take your chin down onto your chest. Inhale, the chin goes across like you're drawing a little circle. Exhale, draw back through center. And go the opposite direction. Inhale. And exhale. Do that 2 more times each side. Inhaling. You can close the eyes. Exhale as it comes back. Inhale, other side. Stretching out the sides of the neck. You may find yourself in these days where you're sitting for longer periods of time, holding your head in one place. So take a moment, take some time every day to check in with your neck and shoulders. Good. Bring the chin back to rest on the chest. And just let it drop there. Let the muscles of the neck really relax, almost like you're drawing little figure 8s with your chin. Side to side figure 8s, like the 8 is lying down. And then bring the chin to rest on the chest. And take the gaze forward. Good. Roll the shoulders up and around. Up and around. Remember, the shoulder is a ball and socket joint, and so we're just getting inside, stirring it up, both sides. You can do them one at a time. And then take it the other direction. All right. So that you're seated a little further ahead on the chair. Feet are planted into the ground. Good. And just lift up onto the toes. And then lift your toes up off the ground. So we're just rolling through the foot. Both sides working at the same time. You could take the arms out to the side here if you want to warm the shoulders up more. And do some shoulder circles while we lift the heels and ankles. and toes. Warming everything up. Couple more there. You can relax the arms at any time. Anything I'm offering today, you can pick or choose. You can stay longer. You can press pause. You can press fast forward. You can modify. So certainly that's been the theme, hasn't it? Hasn't that been the theme lately? Modification. Modification is slowly becoming the new normal for some of us. So there are certain moves that I might not be going back to for a while. I'll be modifying for a while, and it's all good. It's all good. All right, so we've warmed up our ankles, we've warmed up our shoulders and our wrists. Let's warm up the spine with some seated cats and cows. So just gently take the hands onto your thighs. Inhale, pull the shoulders back, maybe slightly look up. On the exhale, using your lower back first, push towards the back of the chair and drop the chin onto the chest. Or cats and cows. Inhale, chest rolls forward, chest shines out. Exhale, try to shine your heart through the back of the chair, rolling the shoulders forward. So the shoulders are involved, the spine is involved, and you're moving at your pace. Rounding the back. You can press deeply into the thighs, get it a little deeper. You can spread the feet a little wider. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more at your pace. If your pace is different than mine, it's totally fine. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Lengthen the spine, trying to stretch between each vertebra and then the other direction. Breathing into the back of the body. And then sit up nice and tall. Good. We're going to now take the spine side to side. So inhale the arms high. Exhale, stretch down. Again, think about your lungs here. Inhale, fill them up. Exhale, empty them out. Fresh oxygen flowing into those lungs. Last time, inhale. Exhale. This time we'll take it to a side. Inhale. Exhale, just a little twist, a little side bend. Stretching out one side of the body. If you went the same side as me, you might be stretching out your right side, leaning to your left. If you're mirroring me, we'll come out of that. Inhale, fingertips go high, biceps are by your ears. Exhale to cactus. Heart is shining out, belly is pulled in. Inhale high. Exhale, side bend to the other side. We'll stay there for a breath. Good. Come back up out of it on that inhale. Exhale, cactus again. Chest is shining out, shoulders are down, elbows are pointing down. Good, take the hands down by the sides. Relax the spine. Chest goes back to neutral. So right in the middle, you're not shining it out, you're not pushing it back, right in the center. Good. We're going to do a little seated twist now. And I'm going to do this one 2 different ways. I'm going to use the chair 2 different ways here. So first, regular seated twist. Take those arms out to the side. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to your left or your right, doesn't matter. Try to keep the knees facing forward. Just a little twist there. You can rest your back hand on the top of the chair. If it's too much to have this hand here, you'll rest this hand on the outside of the outer leg. So if you twist it to the left, it's your right hand on your left leg. Hold there for a twist. Breathe. Take both shoulders, press them down. So So your shoulder blades are pressing down the back. And you can look towards the back. Really nice deep twist, as deep as you'd like to go. Good. On your exhale, move out of it. You might have to experiment with where your arm lands. If that's not comfortable, if your chair back is too high, you could just rest the hand down. So on this side, I'll take it to the other way. Good. So inhale, arms out to the side, and we'll take our twist. So instead of resting the back hand, if your chair back just doesn't work for it, you can take your hand to the outside. Shoulder is still pressing down. This other hand, you can lean forward or press into the outer edge of the leg, taking your twist. So wherever it's comfortable, using your chair as a prop. Looking over that back shoulder, dropping both shoulders down. So mine, I'm sure, was up because that's the shoulder that likes to pop. We're going to keep that shoulder down, keep the back shoulder down. On an exhale, moving back through. Good. Roll the shoulders in between. All right. We're going to do another variation of twist. Another variation. This time, we'll start with the arms out again. Start with that twist, and we'll take your front hand and draw it into the chest. Back hand draws into the chest as well, trying to keep the hands pressing towards each other. It's like a chair prayer twist. Good. Now again, if this isn't as comfortable, or you're not liking this as much as spreading the arms wide, either way will work. Press the palms against each other if you're in the prayer pose. Good. Exhale out of it. Inhale. Exhale, arms to the side, twist. Take that front hand into the chest. Back hand into the chest. We're trying to keep the knees, I'm sure they're a little popped differently than each other. It's okay. Pressing down. Again, if this isn't as comfortable and you prefer the arms out, any other variation with the arms is fine. We're lifting up through the belly. Shining the heart out, pressing the palms against each other, and pushing the shoulders down. Good. On an exhale, we come out. Relax. Relax. Take the arms up, sweep them down. Take the arms up, sweep them down. Good. Inhale. Press the feet into the mat. Really push down. We're going to come up out of the chair. So you can assist yourself, pushing down. For a little more challenge, lift up. Sit back down into the chair. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sit back down into the chair. I'll turn so you can see it from the side. So arms go up and back. Lift up. Sit back down. Lift up. Sit back down. So again, you can push off, sit back down. One more. Push off and sit back down. Little movement there, little flow. Got the heart rate going. Felt good. Shake it out. Chair yoga can be a lot of fun. We're going to do some assisted postures with the chair now. So up out of the chair. Up out of the chair. We're going to use our chair first. I'm going to turn it so your high back is going to face you. If you have that high back. Step a little bit away from the chair. We're just going to hang on to it. Hang on to the back for about a halfway forward lift. If you have something comfortable here, you could put a towel or a blanket there. You could rest your block. Now the muscles of the legs, you're pressing both feet into the ground and you're lifting your hamstring muscles, your calf muscles, as if you're lifting them up and you're taking your tailbone. Picture you have a dog tail back there. I think I'm in frame. We'll see how that looks. So if I had my happy dog, right, I can wag my tail. It's out, it's up. Good. Now I'm the tailbone, coming a little forward. So this is that dog that just ate a flip-flop. We have one of those here. He just ate some of the flip-flop. We think it was the boy dog. All right, tail between the legs. Good, tail goes back out, happy dog. And then tail between the legs. So we're just doing what we were doing seated with those cats and cows, but we're doing it using the chair. Don't have to get down onto the hands and knees. Really helpful right now if you have a knee injury or just getting down to the floor isn't an option. So you can hold on either end, maybe holding in this cat pose with the tail tucked under. Shoulder blades are spreading apart from each other. Back of the neck is long. Good. And then in our happy dog, you can hold it there too. Nice stretch for the backs of the knees. You can keep some softness in the legs there. Straighter you can get them, the better. This is a good rehab exercise for myself. I'm supposed to be working on getting that knee straight. We'll hold there for another breath. And then come up out of it. Very nice. Shake that out. Anytime you want to sit back down, take a moment to do so. Now I'm going to turn the chair so that I can get my hands onto the seat. Hands onto the seat. So this is a variation of downward facing dog. So in downward facing dog, we're making that upside down V shape with the body. It's beneficial to get the head lower than the heart at times. So we want the head to come down, and I'm stretching my hands onto the chair. Lifting the tailbone high and shining the heart down. The heart is kind of shining out over that edge of the chair. But my head is loose. I can let it just hang as actively as you'd like to press those hands into the chair. So if we were to tip this just a little bit, I'd be in regular downward facing dog. And if you're working on downward facing dog without the chair, if that's part of your practice, you could get down there from here. So some of my regular yogis are maybe trying chair yoga, and they're ready for a regular downward facing dog. You can take it regular anytime. Good. Relax. Feel that nice tug on the shoulders. And soften the knees. Rise up out of it. Now, since the head was lower than the heart, we want to be really careful. Notice I'm looking down at the floor, and I'm slowly hanging onto my chair, taking my body upright first, and when I feel good, then I can look straight ahead. If you come up out of that too fast, you might feel a little lightheaded because you're kind of reversing that blood pressure. It's good for you, but you don't want to get that lightheaded feeling. So always come up really gently, really slowly. Oh, all right. I'm going to do one more standing pose using our chair as our prop, as our balancer, and then we're going to do some seated postures. So we're going to do a little sequence here with the chair. I'm going to stand nice and sturdy. So I'm facing you. So I'm going to say opposite of what I'm doing so that we face each other. So this is my left leg, even though this is my right. So you're going to take your left leg, push it down into the mat so strongly that you can lift up out of it. You're lifting the weight of your body up, off of the leg, but pushing down to go up. It's your growing roots. The deeper the roots go into the ground, the taller the tree grows, right? All right, so we're going to take this other leg, and we're just going to turn the knee out to whatever distance feels right for you. It doesn't have to go all the way out to the side. If you can get it there, that's nice. Both hip points, so the fronts of your hips, these bony parts of your hips, shining forward. And then we're just doing a little turn out there. Toe is on the floor, or you can even keep the foot flat on the floor. That works too. Take your right hand into the heart, Right knee is turning out. Good, so we've got our assist, we've got our chair here. If it feels okay to come up into tree pose and take the foot higher off the ground, there's your chance to do that. If you can go even higher, you could place the foot up against the thigh. On this side, I'm keeping my foot at my calf today. Roll the shoulders around for 2 and 1, and take that outer arm out to the side as well. Good. So it's like you're pulling out. Take that right hand, and we're going to bend our tree. So you're leaning against the chair for support, for balance. Again, you can do this with the foot on the ground. It doesn't have to be up off the ground. We're just taking our tree into a nice little bench shape. Your standing leg is still nice and strong. On an exhale, come back to center and step the foot down. Just going to roll through the feet. We'll take the chair to the other side. Get it nice and sturdy. Same thing on this side. We're standing tall as you can, pushing down through the foot, lifting up the body. Think of your body in 2 halves here. Your bottom half, from your hips down, sturdy and strong and solid and pushing. From your waist up, light, floating. The upper body is just floating. Good. So we'll see how straight I can get that side. So this side, so your right leg, push it down, nice and straight. Find where you'd like this left side. Maybe it's different on this side. Maybe you can take this foot all the way up to the thigh. It's possible. Yeah. Wherever you are, commit to it and push a little bit with the foot against either down on the ankle, push it into the floor, into the calf, or into the thigh. What you don't want to do is push it against the knee. You've got your sturdy base here, hand to the heart. Breathe there. Maybe open that arm out to the side. You can try closing your eyes. Now if you're a regular tree practicer, you can let go of that chair anytime. And then we'll take our bent tree. Stretching over. Arm is just outside of the ear. You're stretching long through the side of the body. Keep those legs sturdy and strong. Your tree trunk strong. Nice. On an exhale. Come out of it. Release the leg. Shake that out. That felt good. That felt good. I haven't done tree like that in a while. I like tree with the chair. All right, I'm going to move the chair back to where we began. Back to seated for a bit. And roll the shoulders. Roll the shoulders. Pause here. Take the hands to the heart. I'm just going to do 2 of those breaths that we did in the beginning. Reminding ourselves our breath practice. So inhale slowly for 5. Hold at the top. And exhale slowly. 1 more. Inhale. And hold. And exhale. All right, we'll see how well I do keeping my right and left straight from each other. We'll see how this goes. We're going to take our left leg and point it out to the left. So my toes are facing the short end of my mat. I'm sitting right at the edge of the chair. My back foot is straight. Back leg is straight. Foot, toes are pointed along the long edge of the mat. Somewhere in there. My heel is lined up with my arch of my foot. We're setting up for warrior two. Arms are going to go out to the side. So this is one variation using the chair. I'm right at the edge of the chair and I'm just kind of got my hips still resting on the chair. So that's variation one. You could, if your chair is built for it, you could stay completely seated on the chair. So I've pushed the chair forward. So I'm giving you that option. It really depends on how wide the chair is. If it's too wide, you're not going to have enough room to get that leg out. So it's a little more comfortable for me to be at the edge of the mat, or edge of the chair. So either way, I want you to set up with what works for you. Again, that left foot, toes are facing long. And we got the back foot, toes facing this way. So we're kind of almost making an L, the feet, with the direction they're going. Arms are pointing out long. Good, we're rolling. We're trying to keep the chest, everything facing this way towards the front. And then we just turn the head towards that left arm, towards your bent leg. Take your shoulders, pull them up to your ears to remind yourself that's not where they're supposed to be, and then push them down so that you can take the shoulder blade muscles and you feel them retracting. Pull them down the back. Warrior two. Feet are firmly pushing down. Again, legs sturdy from the waist down, grounded, pushing down from the waist up, light and strong. Nice. If at any time the hands or the shoulders get tired, just relax them down and work on opening up the body, work on breathing here. Good. Inhale. Exhale, take your right hand, drop it onto that back leg, and lift your left arm high. You can take your thumbs, point them towards the back. Opening up. You can lean back as much as feels comfortable, shining the heart out and up. Stay here for 2 breaths. You can inhale through your mouth, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, or exhale through the nose. Good. Returning. Through to warrior two. Take that left hand, press it onto your thigh, or left elbow, pressing it onto the thigh. And now your right hand goes high. Extended side angle pose. If the floor is not too far away and you would like to come all the way to the floor, or maybe to a block, or something that's down there, little stool. This is extended side angle. Take your head, use it as a lengthener to get that spine nice and long. Heart is shining out. Very good. One more breath. We're going to take that right hand and take it down. We're leaning our body over, take the other hand, so we're kind of over that front leg. And you can rest your hands on the thigh, or maybe you can get to the floor. Rest your head. And then if you are on the floor, walk yourself back up. Hands are on that thigh. Now we've got our hip points turning towards that long end of the mat, towards your left leg. We're going to take both arms high for warrior one. Exhale to cactus arms. Inhale high. Exhale to warrior two. Good. We're going to go through that sequence one more time. So if you need to adjust anything in the legs, if something's feeling weird, you could also do this sequence now using your chair as a prop, having the chair there so you can have your hand on it, and take the hips completely off the chair. So you can stay seated. But for some of my students who might want to come up off the chair, know that you can do this whole sequence without the chair. Same thing. I'm going to stay seated. I'm going to set back up into my warrior two. We haven't changed sides yet. We're just going to move slightly quicker, doing one breath for each of the poses. So inhale, find warrior two. Exhale. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, sweep back. Back hand goes onto the thigh. Peaceful warrior. Come back through warrior two. Exhale. Elbow to the thigh. Top arm reaches high. Extended side angle. We're going to sweep down. Fold over that front leg. And then open back up to warrior two. Good, drop both hands. Use your hands. If you were standing, maybe take a seat here. We're going to sit back in the chair. Some little marches of the legs before we take it to the other side. Okay. If having the block over there was handy, if you're using one, have it there. Okay, right leg. You're going to come to either the edge of the chair or use the chair right in the middle. Again, whatever works for your legs, for your chair. We're going to have a nice bend in the right leg, pointing the toes off to the short end of the mat. And we've got our back leg pretty straight. A lot straighter on this side for me. Good, so take the hip points, take the torso, turn it towards the front. Everything's lifting. Legs from the hips down, we're sturdy. From the hips up, we're lifting and light. Arms go out to the side. Push them up to the shoulders and then relax them down. Keep the chest open and just gaze over that front arm. Warrior two. Stay here for a few breaths. If at any time a different arm position works for you, play with the arms, relax the wrists. You can flow the arms. Okie doke. Take an inhale. Left arm reaches along that left leg and we lift the right arm high. Thumbs facing towards that back leg, down towards that back foot. Heart is lifting up, heart is shining out. Peaceful warrior. Inhale there. Exhale, coming through warrior two. And we rest that front elbow on the front thigh for extended side angle. Again, if the flexibility is there and you want to take the hand to the ground, you could. Shining the heart out. If it feels okay for your neck, looking up. If it doesn't, you're still lengthening through the crown of the head, but you could relax and look down at the ground. One more breath there. And we come up, we're going to take that top arm down. Frame the foot. And you can rest the hands wherever. You can just take the hands to the thigh. Or just relaxing down. It's a variation of humble warrior. One of my favorite poses is humble warrior with the arms up off the back. So if that's in your practice and you want to try that, we will do that sequence one more time. And I'll add humble warrior arms. Good, so we're back to warrior two. Relax the arms. And we're going to go through it one more time with a little less time between the poses. Setting up the feet, setting up that back leg, make sure it's stretched and long. This bent leg, you're pushing that foot down into the floor. Open up the arms to warrior two. Heart is shining forward And our gaze is over the front hand. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We switch. We flow into our peaceful warrior. Heart shining out, lifting, lengthening the whole body. Nice on an exhale. Coming through warrior two. Into extended side angle. So elbow to the thigh. Or hand to that block. Or to the ground. Inhale. Keep pressing through that back foot as we bring it down. Draping yourself down. Again, you might be resting right here. Humble warrior. Bowed head. We press up out of it. Back through to warrior two. Hands guide the legs. Back together. Good. Little steps of the feet. Shaking everything out. All right, we're going to do that one more time. So back to warrior two. Setting up. And again, your variation. Your feet don't have to be as far apart as mine. Your warrior two might look like this. You might want to stand for this one and try it standing, using the chair as support. You're just kind of up off the chair. So you can experiment. There's several ways you can do chair yoga, right? You don't have to do it exactly the way I'm doing it. Find that warrior two. Let's just flow and have a little fun. Inhale. Exhale. Peaceful. Good. Inhale, back to two. To side angle. Inhale. Maybe hands come behind you this time. Clasping the hands together. Humble warrior. Hands could rest on the back. You're just bowing. If you like the hand variation where you had it the first time, try that. Good. We lift up, release. Open up big arms. Warrior two. Come through center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale for 5. Hold. Exhale for 5. Good. Set up for warrior two on this side. In your way. Toes don't have to point exactly out. Basically, you want one leg bent and your back leg straight with the feet pushing into the ground. So if you can get there, you're good. Inhale. Exhale to 2. Inhale. Peaceful. Exhale through 2. Extended side. And humble warrior, your arm variation. Release the arms. And open back up, warrior 2. And come back to seated. Good. Maybe take a seated cat and cow. Just move the body. Liked all that. All right. A little bit of hip opening here. We're going to come to the edge of the chair. Take your right leg and clasp your fingers right underneath the knee, kind of at the top of your shin. Sit up nice and tall. And to the extent that feels okay to you, you're going to hug that knee up towards your chest. You can keep the foot active, rolling through the ankle. Good. And stand it down. Other side. We're going to keep moving on. So first, we're just starting with a little gentle compression compression. Drawing the knee up, shoulders are down. Sitting nice and tall, activating the foot now. And set it down. Back to the other side. Inhale, draw the knee up towards your forehead or towards your nose. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, rounding the shoulders towards the knees. Exhale, shoulders down. One more, inhale. Exhale. Good. We're going to gently cross. Ankle on top of that thigh. This could be enough of a hip opener right here. You don't have to have that knee go out wide. As you can see, I'm being really careful. I'm not going to let that knee go too far out to the side. I've got to watch this knee. I'm actually going to hold on to it here. If a little more hip opener is in your day today, you'll lean forward, just a little bit forward. You'll start to feel a good stretch along the outside of that right hip. Exhale as you come out of it. Step that foot down. Other side comes up. Inhale, draw knee towards the forehead. Exhale, nice and tall. Inhale, draw in. Exhale. And remember, go as far as you'd like to go, as your body lets you go. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Good. And then after the last one of those, you'll cross that ankle over. Find what's your right point today. So you'll notice, I'm going to watch this back so I can see the difference. This knee, I'm able to get out there. This is my, I hope it's not injured. It's less injured on this side. So again, find what's right for you. It might be more about here. Wherever you are, just that little lean forward is going to open up the hip. So you can go as far down as your hip wants to go today, being gentle, being kind. We're giving the hips a little space to work with. When we keep them in like this all day long and we're seated all day long, they're going to get stuck there. So we need to find some space, even if it's a fraction of an inch, a little teeny millimeter. Stay there for one more breath. And out of it we go on the exhale. I don't know what happened to the music, but it's all good. We'll end without music today, I think. Oh, so that was our hip opener. We're going to move on from that. What else? I had one other thing planned with that. Oh, yeah. All right. This is our last time through. Right side again. Hugging in. Inhale. Exhale. This time, grab underneath that thigh. And you're just going to take that leg and kick it forward a few times. Checking in with your knee, doesn't have to go perfectly straight. Hold it to this as straight as you want it to go. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It could have a little bend here, but you're hanging on to it and pushing through your heel to get a little stretch there. If you want to take it a little bit farther, you're going to take your left hand, you can bend that knee. See if you can find your big toe with your peace fingers. If so, we got it crossed over there. So we start with crossing it over. Good, bend it in. Let's switch sides. Grab it. And you can do it right here. You don't have to grab on. If you've got it and you want to open it up a little to the side, you could. You could also do this hanging on. You could do this with a strap. So using the chair for support, this is a pose that we do standing. And sometimes I wobble over. So it's kind of nice to do this pose seated. So you don't have to worry about tipping over. And in it goes. Give it a hug. step it down. We'll try that sequence on this side. Draw it in. Good. Grab underneath and kick it a few times. Now if this feels good, if that felt good on the other side and you want to just stay here, keep kicking it, maybe working with how straight you can get it, holding it there. You don't have to go into the whole sequence. If you want to try it on this side, first we start with the opposite hand. Bend the knee so you can grab and find something. Maybe you're grabbing your calf. Stretch it out. You've got it. Breathe there, and we're pressing the shoulders down. You don't want to hyperextend the knee, but if it stays a little bent, that's fine too. Good. Come out of it, hug. This time with the same hand as foot, same fingers as foot. And maybe again you can open out. This side goes a little more for me. Relaxing that shoulder down. Other hand can hang on to the chair, can be at your hip. Again, you could do this just hanging onto the leg. You don't have to get the hand all the way to the foot. Good, bring it back in, let it go. Ooh, we're gonna let all of that go. Rub out the legs. We've got our hip openers. We've opened our hearts. We've opened up the shoulders. Come back to that comfortable seat where you're sitting nice and tall but relaxed. This time relax the hands down onto your thighs. Palms are facing up so that you can receive so many wonderful gifts. Counting all of our blessings. Good. For Shavasana, for our rest, turn off the muscles of the eyes, close the eyes, let the eyeballs be heavy in their sockets. The muscles of your forehead and your eyebrows relax. Sides of your throat, relax. The front and back of your neck, relax. Shoulders, soft and relax. Whole body relaxing. Inhale for 5. Hold at the top. And exhale. One more. Inhale for 5. Hold at the top. And exhale. Sigh that out. Return your breath to its normal pace. Just in and out. No pause, but keep the breath nice and rich and full. Enjoying a sense of stillness and calm. And with that, start wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, flutter open your eyes. You can bring your hands to your heart. With gratitude for our practice, for every day that we get to come to our mats, to our chairs and practice. And thanks for our friendship, our family. We say namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Have a great day.